This video will help you use Photo Story. To begin, we need to know whether or not we're starting a new story or editing one that we've started earlier. Today we're going to start a new story, so I have highlighted that and now I click Next. The first step is that we are going to import pictures. To import the pictures, it's much easier if you have all of your pictures and photos saved into one folder. When I click Import Pictures, a window comes up and I have all of my photos already saved here into this folder. If the folder doesn't come up, I simply navigate down the side to find the correct folder. If I click on the first photo and then Control A, all of the photos are highlighted at once, and this makes it much easier and faster. I click OK, and all of the photos are now imported into my photo story. Now, it's simply a matter of clicking and dragging the photos to get them into the right order. This order can be changed later on, so it doesn't really matter if you don't get it quite right, but it's good to have it in a bit of a rough order of what you would like to do. Okay, as you can see on this photo, it has black borders down the side, which often happens if it is a portrait photo. You can remove the black borders by hitting this button. However, you can see here, when this one comes up, that it doesn't always work perfectly. So it's best just to not click yes to all, but click yes to each and every one individually if you're trying to cut out the black borders. You can see here that in cutting out the black borders, I'm actually cutting out most of the photo, so this is a case where it's not really a very good idea. Now I have a couple of options along the bottom here, like correcting color levels and correcting red eye and moving the photos around if they're going in the wrong direction. I can also edit the photo to crop it if I want to cut out excess, simply by hitting the crop button and then clicking and dragging to the area that I would like in the photo. Now I can go on to the next step, which is adding a title. I can type text onto all of my photos, however, because in this case I'm narrating the photos, this isn't necessary, but I would like a title on the first slide. So as I type it in, Sooty's Life So Far, you can see that it comes up on the screen here as I type it in on this window. Now at the moment it's really in the wrong spot, so I can choose to either have it at the top, in the middle, or down the bottom of the screen. I like the top. I can also prefer to have it centered, and by clicking this button I can change the font, the size and the color. I think red will make it stand out better, and also if it is bold, much better. Here I also can change the effect of the photos. I can choose black and white, I can choose to have a glow, I can choose to have it look like a watercolor painting. But in this case, I think I'm really going to stick to the plain photo, color photo. The next stage is where I add the narration. You could see here that there's a space for you to type your notes in so that you can read the narration straight off, which makes it much easier for you to sound more confident in your narration. This stage is quite a long stage, so I'm going to save this for the next movie. But before I leave you, I'm just show you this about customizing the motion. In Photo Story, the photos can zoom in and out. So when we click specify the start and end, we can choose to start with the photo zoomed right in on Sooty's face and finish zooming straight out. We can also change the transition so that we can make it come in a circle or a bow tie. It's good not to have too many transitions or too many fancy different ones in one photo story. So for this photo story I'm going to choose circle inwards. Actually no, circle outwards.